Hello everyone, I am stacking 2 container units on top of 4 tree stumps to create a unique 2-story home. To achieve a rustic look, I cover the entire exterior with warm-toned wooden panels. To prepare for installing windows and doors, I carefully remove sections of metal to form openings. Inside, the metal walls need a full refresh, so I build a sturdy wooden frame along the floor and walls. I add plenty of insulation layers to keep the interior warm during cool nights. Then cover everything with beautiful wooden panels for a seamless and refined finish. I also install a skylight so natural sunlight can brighten the space. Connecting the 2 levels is a strong and elegant wooden staircase, and on the upper floor I follow the same approach to create a consistent look. I also prepare suitable furnishings such as a sofa, tables and chairs, a personal bed, and a few fresh green plants. This hidden retreat in the forest is becoming a dream come true. Next, I move to another location to build a secret stone shelter. I make the entrance feel more inviting by creating a path with red bricks. The old worn stone steps are replaced with a gravel walkway, combined with thin, artistic stone slabs, and I plant colorful, fresh flowers along the path. I replace the heavy metal door with a rustic and classic wooden door. Once the structure is ready, I go inside, remove all the old interior, and line everything with thick black tarps to block moisture. I build a wooden frame inside and install lighting so I can clearly see everything. Then I place soft insulation between the wooden beams and cover it all with plywood. To create a more premium feel, I finish the walls with finely crafted wood panels. This space is perfect as a quiet retreat, and I feel very happy with how solid and safe it is. Let's head out to the garden and create some landscaping. I sketch a rectangular area on the grass with yellow paint, then use a shovel to clear the grass and dig down into the soil. When the pit is deep enough, I place a sturdy wooden frame and cover it with boards to form the roof. I add protective fabric, then fill it with rich soil and cover the top with grass. I also create a beautifully winding pathway using stones and white gravel. To make the garden glow at night, I install solar lights. I finish by planting vibrant flowers and setting up a relaxing seating area with a soft sofa. Inside, I line the space with protective fabric and install a wooden frame similar to the other shelters. I add insulation and attach smooth wooden panels on the outside, then complete everything with a clean white coat of paint. I love creating these peaceful spaces for everyone to enjoy. Now, I am building an underground shelter right next to the river bank. I mark a perfect circle on the ground and begin digging, and when I reach the right depth, I install a round wooden frame. I use heavy logs to create a hidden entrance that blends naturally with the forest floor. As evening approaches, I set up a tent and a small campfire nearby so I can stay warm through the night. Inside, I focus on making the space comfortable by lining the walls with black fabric and building a sturdy wooden framework. I add thick insulation because the shelter is close to a stream, so I want to keep the air inside from getting too cold. I finish the interior with polished wooden panels that show beautiful grain patterns, and I even bring in a small bed and a sofa so I can live comfortably. It feels amazing to have a private sanctuary where I can connect with nature and relax in peace. For the final project, I want to turn a giant container into a professional food storage space. I prepare the area on a fresh green lawn, place the container, and carefully create a door at the right corner. I cover the top with waterproof fabric, add soil, then arrange old tires to act as bases that keep the wooden posts standing firmly. I build a wooden trellis so cucumber plants can climb, and I also install a watering system around the area to provide enough water for the plants in the shelter below. Inside the container, I set up a strong wooden frame across the entire floor, then move on to building the wall and ceiling frames to shape the room. I add thick insulation layers before laying flat metal panels on the floor. For the walls and ceiling, I use dark-toned wooden panels for a clean, solid finish. After that, I build long custom shelving units along both sides to make the most of every square meter. This is a perfect way to store produce and keep everything fresh and well organized inside now.